Hello. So, what's up, everybody? I thought that we would discuss this missing hiker. Now, I did a video the other day about a missing hiker, and she's still missing. Um, but I thought today we would talk a little bit about this case. It's kind of been in the news lately because it appears that possibly this was faked, maybe for monetary benefit. So obviously, this is all allegedly for entertainment purposes only. I don't know whether she faked this or family faked this. I'm just repeating what I've heard from the mainstream media, really. And also, it's pretty interesting. And if it's true, these people pulled in 12 grand, $12,000. Now I don't know whether they have been able to access this money. Um, that I'm not sure of, but it hasn't been proven yet. Like without a shadow of a doubt, there's just a lot of questions. So this is actually the Zion hiker that went missing. Um, this is Holly Couture. I don't know how to say her name, but Holly, Miss Holly, actually went missing in this Zion, there it is right there, National Park. And there is some really strange um, facts that aren't matching up with Miss Holly. Here she is. She is apparently somewhat of maybe a religious fanatic, you could say. Um, and apparently, she does fasting. She does some sort of fasting at times and began fasting a couple of days prior to going on this little solo hiking trip. The family has said that she did not. There's video. Her sister and her daughter have come out. Now, I can't find anything from her, nothing at all that she's made any comments or anything like that. But the sister of Holly and the daughter of Holly have both come out and said this is just a miracle. We can't believe that she made it out. 12 days she was missing. Okay. But I'm going to tell you right now, online, many people are not believing her. I think it's mainly due to the money that they pulled in, and they set up a GoFundMe like fast, like really fast. This is how it starts. So the Los Angeles Times actually has an article that says questions remain about Woodland Hills woman found alive after going missing in Zion National Park. Um, Now her sister calls it a miracle. As I said, her sister says it's a miracle after going missing for 12 days in this Utah wilderness. Many people are saying that the place that she was found, right on this river, fairly close, there's no way. There's thousands of people. There are thousands of people on a daily basis that pass by and through this. That doesn't include the search parties that were out looking for this lady and the dogs, which, hello, here's the dog. There's a picture of a dog that was out searching for her. This is the hiking area. But where she was at was near the water. Now, here she is, and there's also people saying that is there a possible some kind of mental break? She had been laid off due to COVID. She lost her little nanny job. But that also has put into people's minds that these people were desperate for money due to COVID. And so that she would definitely, have a reason, which there's never a reason to scam anybody, but that this would be her reasoning behind, doing this sort of thing, which is ridiculous. And now, if Miss Holly was missing, then okay. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go jump over here to this Los Angeles Times, okay? And we're going to just all go over it together. If y'all haven't read it before, I'll leave links. So, as I said, on Sunday, she was discovered after missing for 12 days. Um, by rangers after a report from a park visitor said that they had seen her in the area. Now, apparently, she had a hammock with her. For sure, they knew she had a hammock. But her family and friends and such are saying she didn't have any water, she didn't have any food, she didn't have anything. She was literally going out there to fast. Now, I don't fast, but I can say that I know fasting, you can still ingest liquids and stuff like that. Um, so if that's what she was doing, that's great. But here's the family sister, I believe, saying she thinks God got her through this. So we're talking about a very religious family, probably, and she thinks it's a miracle. I truly believe there's no reason she should be alive, and it doesn't make sense. She didn't have proper gear, she didn't have food or water. Well, how did they know that? Here's another thing. How did they know what she had? She literally left. There is an interview that I can pull up. She literally left and told nobody. They didn't know where she was going. They didn't know. So how did they know she left with nothing? I mean, to be honest with you. Um, Also, a very important thing to note here, guys, is that 2 weeks prior to her going missing, her and her daughter went hiking in the exact same place. Now, I'm not saying that she went out to scope this place out. I'm just saying it's kind of interesting that went to the exact same place to hike with her daughter 2 weeks prior. There are people that are claiming, possibly, allegedly, that she had dropped some food and water in an area, maybe. No, I don't know. These are just rumors and alleged claims. She could have 2 weeks ago dropped the food and the water where she needed it and stuff like that. Think about it. $12,000. That would help. That would help. I don't know what their lifestyle's like. That may not help a lot. I mean, it may not, but $12,000 would help anybody who has just got laid off. So this is the part where it gets kind of shady to the police officers or whatever. This lack of gear and preparation for her expedition into the park has led one local search and rescue team member to question how the 38-year-old former nanny who lost her job survived the ordeal. Also, vigorous searches for her began and after she failed to show up for a scheduled shuttle departure on October 6th. She took the shuttle up there, they dropped her off, and she was supposed to come back later on that day. She didn't show up, but then her family even states, well, we thought maybe she was going up there to meditate, she would catch maybe another shuttle back. She did she didn't, and then they reported her missing on October 8th. 2 days later they were giving her time. Okay, so here's another good point. Family members say that she was able to survive because she stayed by the river. Well, that's a big problem because this is the highest trafficked area right here. It says, which is heavily trafficked part of the park, and emerged emaciated. And here's another interesting tidbit. Her daughter also told CNN that she'd hit her head and become disoriented. There's other reports out there that are saying that she was had a concussion, but she never got medical treatment. She never went to the hospital. She was released immediately to her family. Officials with Zion National Park said that once she was found, she was in good enough condition to be reunited with her family. So, how could she have a concussion? How could she be so emaciated for 12 days? And listen, if you're in the wilderness for 12 days, they're going to take you to the hospital. I mean, you're going to at the very least, you're going to go get checked out. Okay. This is what the guy said. Was she that bad or was she not? This does not make any sense, is what the search and rescue guy says. Which exactly, So this is just super suspicious. It's super suspicious. She was literally found where close to where she was dropped off. She was found where she was dropped off. Okay. There's other people that are claiming or alleging that this is alleged. She possibly was dropped off there, picked up, taken somewhere, and then dropped off again after the 12 days for either the money or something else. But what is so just interesting to me is that she literally needed no medical help. 12 days without food or water. Okay, maybe no food, but obvious. And also, this girl is a very tiny person. Look how small she is. She's not a big girl. So, I mean, easily she could have dehydrated very quickly and starved also. I mean, I suppose she would have been, she's already tiny. She would have been even tinier. I'm having a hard time believing it. And so is a lot of the internet and a lot of the police officers, apparently, also. So this guy apparently had said that there was a series of unanswered questions that needed to be answered because the family's account didn't add up. Okay, that's what a spokesperson had said. Here's a perfect statement. If she was by the Virginia River, she's down in a valley, not in the back country, up in the plateaus and the peaks. She's in the main part of the canyon, which is always has thousands of people walking up and down those trails. I'm sure people walked by yelling for her. They had tons of people looking for her, dogs. Apparently, it was a huge search. She'd also done a pre-hike fast and left her phone behind. Strong said in an ABC interview, some family members said she drank the river water, but then the family stepped back and said no, because if she would have drank the river water, she would have been dead. There's no way in hell she would have been able to survive that. But then they said no, she just put the water in her mouth, wet her lips and stuff like that. This is what the family's stepping back. She's not commenting, by the way. She's not saying anything, which is suspicious in itself because she's well enough to just walk away. Why didn't she come out and say, "Thank you so much for helping me"? No, suspicious. Um, and once again, he says, noted that if she'd been drinking the water, she's likely she would have died. Now there are tablets and there are things to make your water out in the wilderness. There's filters, there's things that you can buy for living off the grid. But if she didn't go with anything, supposedly, then why would she have her tablets? Why would she have any purification tablets? Or would she have a filter with her? I mean, that would um, say she was prepared, which there's nothing wrong with that. What if she was prepared and then she went missing? That's even better. But these people are saying she didn't have anything. She went out there with a hammock, a back, I mean, and yeah, and stuff. And it's just looking very suspect to many people, many people. And so this is why I thought we would just discuss it on the channel. I want to know what y'all think, by the way. Please make sure that you comment and let me know what y'all think about this case. I really am curious. I've seen tons of comments, and most of them, I would say probably about 95% of them, are suspecting her and her family allegedly of doing something. Now, I'm not saying whether she did or not. I'm just saying allegedly people are thinking that this is a possibility. Sister said that in interviews she began going through a difficult time in her life, but did not elaborate. Which, okay, that's fine. You don't have to put your whole business out there. She didn't think her mental state was good when she went to the park. She said, "I really think she had a mental breakdown. It was not in the right state of mind. She needed to take this journey and not to tell people where she was going." Okay, that's fine. Which is all fine and well, but the very end of it, I do think this is interesting right here. She had started kidney failure, and she was 1 to 2 days from death. Okay, hello, wait, kidney failure and 1 to 2 days from death. She said medical professionals who examined this lady and told her that this, and added that she appeared to have concussion. So I guess apparently she had went to see a doctor on her own time after she went home with her family, which once again, that is fine. That's her right. She did not have to go right then. But it just seems like if you are 12 days into a starvation, I mean, I can't imagine how weak you are, number one. Um, and no water, number two, which according to experts, that's impossible. You can't go 12 days without water. You can't drink this water in this national park. It's not clean enough to drink. There's thousands of people on this hiking trail all the time, apparently. They had a huge search. They didn't find her, and then poof! Literally, in all of the articles are saying suddenly. They're using the word suddenly appeared, suddenly rescued. So lots of people are very suspicious. I want to know what y'all think. This is seriously just a ridiculous case. If she did go missing, it is a miracle. It is a pure miracle that she is alive. But if she faked this shit, okay, I mean, all right, that's sorry. And they hopefully, well, they will have to refund the money to anybody who sent them money. They probably will have to pay the county back the money. I mean, there could be some charges filed for false reporting, which is, I think a misdemeanor or a ticket or something. But this is still under investigation. It'll be interesting to find out what happens with this. I mean, what do you think? I really want to know what you think. Uh, what happened to this lady? Was she mentally off? Was she scamming people? I mean, was there some? There's another theory out there on the internet that she had a lover that she went to go meet and spend time with, and then he's the one that brought her back. That's another theory. That's just a theory, but there are quite a few theories on the internet. But then on this one, the cops actually are giving us a reason to question. Nobody really even questioned it until this park rangers and stuff started questioning it. Because they do lots of rescues, and most people that rescued, they get taken to the hospital. Why? And if she was so close to kidney failure, a day or two from death, I don't know how she would just walk out on her own. I honestly don't. So I would love to know what you think about this fucking case. I want you to know, what do you think? Did she fake it? What did she really get lost and then she actually found her way back? Why isn't she talking? Why isn't the family just talking? Why are the cops suspecting her? I mean, do you think it was a scam? Do you think she was trying to make money off of this? Do you think she had a lover? I mean, there's so many um, theories out there. I want to know what you think in the comments, like right now. Tell me right now. And thanks for watching. We'll keep an eye on this case. All right. We'll see you later.